So we may have our first look at that all-digital Xbox Series X. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And we have the information from xputer.com, but before we look at that, I want to take you back to when Microsoft was facing off versus the FTC. And during that process of Microsoft trying to acquire Activision Blizzard, the FTC was suing to stop it, and some documents leaked out. Now, these were filed as part of the lawsuit, but they were not supposed to go out to the public. And in those documents, we have this scene here, an Xbox Series X refresh. And it has that round tin can look. And this is supposed to be the all-digital version of the Xbox Series X. Now, these documents were from April of 2022, but we didn't see them until, I believe it was about September of last year. So obviously some things have changed since then, because we now have this new report here from xputer.com. Here's your first look at the upcoming white all-digital Xbox Series X. Now, Xputer had reported about this, I believe about a month ago, and they had information about an all-white digital Xbox Series X was on the way, but they didn't have any actual pictures, just a rendering. And of course, in classic leak form, they have these low-res pictures of this new system. We'll take a look here first at the front. You can see it pretty much looks like an Xbox Series X, but it's white instead of black, and there's no slot for the disc. Now, in the bottom right corner is that USB port and the sync button for your controller. Now, you can see on the current system, that button's round, so I'm not sure why this is square here and black. It's hard to judge from the low-res picture, but I'm guessing it's black, maybe because the button just isn't in there. I'm not really sure. Now, they have two pictures of the back of it here. You can see everything plugged in this one. You've got the HDMI, the power, the network, and then two USB thumbsticks. But I want to focus more on this second one with nothing in it, because when you look side by side at the current Xbox Series X, the all-digital one seems to be exactly the same size. You can kind of compare and see the holes down at the bottom. There's the exact same number horizontally and vertically, and all the ports are in exactly the same spot. And just eyeballing this, it appears to have the same height above where the sticker goes on the back there. So it doesn't really look like they've changed the design any. And that report from Xputer a month ago indicated that it would just have basically a smaller heatsink in it, but would pretty much be the same. Now, they did say it would have an improved Nexus card. Now, that's the component that does the power button, indicator light, and the eject button, which would make sense because you don't need an eject button on an all-digital system. And in that article from a month ago, they did say that the system was set to be released in around June or July, but that could still get a delay. Now, when it comes to price for this new all-digital system, they don't know exactly yet. They had guessed that it would be a little bit cheaper in the fact that now you don't have the disk drive, but I haven't seen anything that confirmed whether or not this unit would have 2 terabytes of storage, as was reported back in that leak that originated back in 2022. So if this system does have 2 terabytes of storage instead of the 1, I could see it maybe only being $50 cheaper because it doesn't have the disk drive. But if it does have just 1 terabyte of storage and no disk drive, we could possibly see it for $100 cheaper than the current system. But let me know what you think about this reported leak. I know a lot of people have some trepidation when they see these grainy images. However, the article says that these images were emailed, so that could have been a function of the email client. I know I've attached images before, and I'll get an option to reduce the quality of them, and usually end up with something rather pixelated like these. Or do you think this is just someone trying to pull off some big elaborate joke? Drop your comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching and be good.